Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got the second game of this doubleheader between the Tigers and Yankees, the final game of a four-game series. Can the Yankees sweep this doubleheader and get even 2 games apiece? Or will the Tigers split the doubleheader and go out of New York with a 3-1 advantage? And leading off for the Tigers, playing center field is LaFleur. Batting second, playing shortstop is Wagner. Batting third, doing the DH is Staub. Batting fourth, playing first base is Thompson. Batting fifth, playing third base is Rodriguez. Batting sixth, playing right field is Stanley. Batting seventh, playing left field is Wilkenfuss. Batting eighth, doing the catching is May. Batting ninth, playing second base is Dillard. And on the mound, doing the pitching is Jim Slatton. And for the New York Yankees, the home team here, got leading off, playing center field, Mickey Rivers. Batting second, playing right field is John Stone. Batting third, wait a second, we're going to make some change. Make one change here. We're moving Reggie up. Reginald Martinez Jackson's moving on up. So batting third, playing third is Nettles. Batting fourth, DH is Jackson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting sixth, playing left field is Thompson. Batting seventh, playing second base is Garcia. Batting eighth, on the catching is Heath. Batting ninth, playing shortstop is Staley. And on the mound, on the pitching, making his first appearance in 1978, RAJSICH. And let's get down here to Yankee Stadium and get this game started. As Philip Reynolds joins us here. And Ron LaFleur is going to lead it off. He's batting .311 with 9 homers and 31 RBIs. Like I say, this is Dave's first appearance. In 1978, he pitched in 4 games, started 2, had a no record, had a 4.05 ERA. Here's the pitch to LaFleur, and we dropped the dice to start this game off with. Already, now it's an official game. Hopefully that'll be the last. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Get that ball. His first batter he faces in 78, he strikes him out. And they throw that ball into the dugout with a strikeout. So LaFleur goes down, and Wagner comes to the plate, batting .310 on the year, with no homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in left field. So now he gives up his first base hit after striking out his first batter. Wagner's down in first. And Rusty Staub's up, batting .308 with 12 homers and 55 RBIs. Could he get a ground ball double play here? Nope, that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Rusty Staub has just put the Tigers up in this game 2-0. Just like that. And now you got Jason Thompson up. Jason's batting .337, 21 homers and 62 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on ball. So after striking out the first batter, Dave's having a rough outing now. Rodriguez is up. He's batting .240 with 2 homers and 16 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be an infield hit, and that's going to make it first and second. So first and second now. Wait a second, where's the second out at? Let's look here. He didn't strike Thompson out. What the hell happened here? So you had the homer and a walk. Go back here. Back. Okay, now you had the walk. Not a strikeout. Then the infield hit by Rodriguez. And now we're back up and running. And Mickey's up. And Mickey Staley is batting .283 with 4 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And can they turn two? And yes, they do. It's going to be the old 6-4-3 double play. But the 2-run homer by Rusty. It's Tigers 2, Yankees coming to the plate with Rivers, Johnstone, and Nettles. Mickey's been out for a while. This is his first game since June. June what? Let's see here. When was his last game? I want to say June 16th, if I can remember right. Yep, June 16th. And you'll be followed by Johnstone and Nettles. Mickey's batting .255 on the year with 5 homers, 28 RBIs. And Jim SLATON is his 17th start. He's 7-7 with a 3.77 ERA. Here's the pitch to Mickey. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Walkenfuss makes the catch, and there's one down. Jay Johnstone comes to the plate, batting .276 with no homers and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a rare play. 13 and a 40. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike one. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Jay. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Greg Nettles comes to the plate now. And Nettles is batting .307 on the year with 17 homers and 56 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball down to Jason at first, and the Yankees go down 1-2-3. To the top of the second we go. And a 2-0 ball game. You got Walkenfuss, May, and Dillard, the bottom third, due up here. And Walkenfuss is batting .231 with 1 homer and 7 RBI. And that's going to be a base hit. Start off the second. And now Milt May, he's having a hell of a series against the Yankees. He's batting .284. He's got 5 homers. 2 of them's been in this series against the Yankees with 27 RBIs. And that's going to be back to base hits. And Dave might be short for this game. They got the bullpen warming up. You got still Dillard up now. First and second, nobody out. Can the Yankees get another double play? And nope, not yet anyway, because he squares this one up, Steve does. Steve's batting .188 with no homers and 7 RBIs. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. And May, with nobody else, going to stop at third. So now you got second and third in a 3-0 ball game. The Yankees are going to bring the infield in. You got the top of the order up now with LaFleur. He struck out to start this game. It looked like it was going to be a good day for Dave. But that's been downhill since then. So here's the pitch to LaFleur. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. A 23 and a 6. And that's going to be a 23. That's fielding column 2. And they're going to get the runner out at home. The other runner's going to get the second. So we're going to have second and third. So that's going to be a 4-2 put out. So now you got first and third now with Wagner up. And I'm going to keep the infield in. Wagner is 1 for 1 with a single. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And Gary's out there. He's got a good arm out there. Let's see here. Fly ball out to left. It'll be a 47. Minus a 33 plus an 18. So a 32. That'll be a 62 or lower. He'll be safe. Gary throwing him out. Nope. That's a sacrifice fly. And they add another run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And Rusty Staubach, who hit a 2-run homer his first time up, comes to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Rusty. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gary and left. He's got room this time, makes the catch. But the Tigers scored 2 more, making 4-0. As we go to the bottom of the second, you got Jackson due up, followed by Chambliss and Thompson. Reggie is batting .317 on the year with 22 homers and 50 RBIs. That's going to be a fly ball out to LaFleur. And there's 1 down. And Chambliss comes to the plate, batting .237 with 6 homers and 45 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball down to Wagner at short. And there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And Gary gets something going here for the Yankees, batting .321 with a homer and 7 RBIs. And nope, that's a lazy fly ball to LaFleur. And the Yankees go down 1-2-3. To the top of the third we go. Thompson due up, followed by Rodriguez and Stanley. Jason walked his first time up. That's going to be another fly ball out to left field. And Gary's been busy out there. Now Rodriguez is up, 1 down, nobody on. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Garcia. And there's quickly 2 outs here in the third. And Stanley comes to the plate. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Dave strikes him out. And the Tigers go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go, with the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yankees. Garcia, Heath, and Staley. Garcia batting .300 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart, Dillard, over at second. And there's 1 out. And Heath's looking for his first hit of the year. He is 0 for 8 on the season. And that might do it. Against the righty. No, it's not. That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Jim's got it. He tosses it over to Jason. And there's 2 down. And Staley comes to the plate. And he's batting .257 with a homer and 7 RBIs. And that's another fly ball out to center field. And the Yankees go down 1-2-3. To the top of the fourth we go, with Walkenfuss due up, and he'll be followed by May and Dillard. Bottom third, John's 1 for 1, came around the score, and that's going to be a base on balls. And the leadoff batter gets aboard here. And Milt May's up. May singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Only play. No, they're going to get the runner out at second because he's slow. So that'll be a 4-6 put out. So they get the runner at second, unable to turn the double play. Now May's down at first for Dillard. And Dillard doubled his last time up, drove in a run and came around the score. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dave's third strikeout of the game. Now there's 2 down and LaFleur is up. And LaFleur is 0 for 2. He struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice, and that's back-to-back strikeouts And after the rough 2 innings, he settled down. It's still a 4-0 game. Got the top of the order due up here. Second time around, can the Yankees finally get the gem here? Mickey's 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. That's going to be another fly ball out the left. Walkenfuss has been busy also. So now there's one down rather, and Johnstone's up. Jay's 0 for 1. Can he get aboard here? Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to Dillard. And now there's 2 quick outs, and it's up to Mr. Nettles to get the Yankees started here in the fourth. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Wagner's going to make a nice play. Fires over to first, and Nettles is out. And again, the Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. We're going to the top of the fifth. And a 4-0 game. Speaking of Wagner, he's going to lead it off here after that nice play down at short, followed by Staub and Thompson. Wagner's 1 for 1 with an RBI, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's 3 strikeouts in a row if I remember correctly. I think so. He struck out the last 2 batters there in the fourth. Let's check and make sure I'm not lying. I do recall he struck out the last 2. Yes, he did. So that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Dave. Can he make it 4 with Rusty? Rusty's 1 for 2 with a homer. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. That'll be out number 2. So there goes the strikeout streak. Dave's up to 5 strikeouts though. Jason's up. He's 0 for 1. He has walked and flew out. That's going to be a ground ball down to Garcia. And again, the Tigers go down 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the fifth we go. The big boys do up here. Jackson, Chambliss, and Thompson. Reggie 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And there's 1 out here in the fifth. And Chris Chambliss comes up. Batting .237. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rodriguez. And there's quickly 2 down here again in the fifth. Gary get a 2-out rally going. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to center his first time up. And that ball was well hit. See where this one lands at. That ball is driven in the left field. Walkenfuss gets over. Is going to hold him to a single, though. But that breaks up the no-hitter. Now Garcia's up. Garcia is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Wagner fires over to first. And that ends the inning. Yankees strand 1 to the top of the 6th we go. Still trailing 4-0. You got Rodriguez, Staley, and Walkenfuss due up. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Rodriguez out. And Staley comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a rare play. 32 and a 40. That's a foul ball. Strike 1 on him. Can he finish this off with a strikeout here? Here's the 0-1 pitch. And nope, that's a ground ball down to Fred at short. Over to Chris, and there's 2 quick outs here in the 6th. And Walkenfuss is 1 for 1. He is singled in and walked. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that's the first hit, I believe, since that 2nd inning. We'll take a look here. I believe it is. Dave's been cruising since that rough start. Yep, that was the first hit since the 2nd inning. Now you got a runner on first. 2 down, and Milt May's up. May is 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a 38. A pitcher. That'll be 22 and a 1. That's going to be fielding column 2. 1A, 38. That's going to be a rare play with a runner on first. 38, 44, 38. That's going to be hit down the third. Nettles is down there. And a 33 and a 5 should be fielding one. 33 and a 5. Yes, it is. And that's going to be hit down the third. Nettles is up with it. Fires over to first. Gets May. And the Tigers strand one. To the bottom of the sixth we go. Heath Staley due up, followed by Rivers. Yankees looking to try to get on the board here. Heath is 0 for 1 today. And that might be, nope, that's not. That's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's a fly ball out the right field. And Heath gets robbed of a base hit. Now Staley's up. And Staley's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to center again. And now there's two down. We're back to the top of the order, and Mickey Rivers. And Mickey is 0 for 2. He's flown out the left twice. And that's going to be a base hit. Mickey Rivers gets aboard here with a 2-out single. And maybe the Yankees can get a 2-out rally started here with Jay up. Jay's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Rivers down at first with 2 outs. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Yankees are making some noise here now with 2 outs in the sixth. And let's see if Greg Nettles can deliver here, folks. Nettles is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Nettles out. The Yankees strand 2. We go to the top of the seventh in a 4-0 game. And this will probably be Dave's last inning here. You got Dillard and then back to the top of the order in LaFleur and Wagner. Dillard is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Struck out his last time up, though. And against the lefty, that's going to be a single in the center, in the left field. So you got the leadoff batter on. LaFleur's coming to the plate. And LaFleur is 0 for 3. He is struck out twice, grounded into a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's the hat trick for LaFleur, as Davis struck him out 3 times. And that is his 7th strikeout of the game. Wagner comes to the plate 1 for 2. He was a strikeout victim his last time up. And that's just what the doctor ordered. That's a ground ball down the Staley. Over to second. Over to Chris. 6-4-3 double play. We go to the 7th inning stretch in a 4-0 ball game. You got the big boys due up here. They got to try to get a run here in this inning. With Jackson, Chambliss, and Thompson due up. Try to scratch the surface here and get a run. They're being shut out. They only scored 1 run in the first game of this doubleheader. Reggie is 0 for 2. He's flown out and rounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Reggie out. That's back-to-back strikeouts. That's only his 2nd strikeout of the game. Chris is up. He's 0 for 2. And that ball is grounded back to the mound. And there's quickly 2 down here in the 7th. Can Gary get something going here? Gary is 1 for 2. He's got 1 of the 2 base hits of the game. And that's going to be the 2nd one. Gary in the 3rd one of the game. Gary gets a 2-out single here. Garcia comes to the plate. Can Garcia keep this going? Garcia is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And that's going to be against the 4. And that's going to be a base hit. Yep. Yep, that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Gary's going to get down the third. And again, the Yankees are making some noise here. And can Mike Keith get his first base hit of the damn year and get the Yankees on the board here? He is 0 for 10. Say the least, he is overdue. Here's the pitch to Mike. And that's going to be a pop up. Let's see where. The infield. 7, 9, 14. 6, and that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. May makes the catch, and the Yankees strand too. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still a 4-0 ball game. That's going to be it for Dave. Well, we'll let him have this inning. Let him have this inning. If anybody gets on, he's got Staub, Thompson, and Rodriguez up. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 7 and an 8. And that's a base hit. And that's going to be it for Dave. Rusty gets a board here. Let's see who's going to come in to pitch. Got the lefty due up and then a righty. Oh my. Who are they going to bring in here? They don't have much of a bullpen. That is the problem. Yankees only got 3 arms out there. Only got 3 arms out in the pen.
Kmeyer.
Kmeyer is going to come in here and pitch. They'll bring the righty in. But Dave did a hell of a job giving credit after a rough start. He settled down after giving up 2 runs in the first 2 innings each inning. He settled down here. So now you got Kmeyer coming in here, and this will be his first appearance of the year. And where is he at? There's Bob. And in 1978, he was pitched in 7 games, gave up a 5.82 ERA. He's got a runner down at first. Nobody out, and Jason Thompson's up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they're going to get Rusty out at second on the 4-6 put out. Now Jason's down at first with 1 out. Rodriguez comes to the plate, and he's 1 for 3. Struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a 22. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. So he hits him. The young guy's a little wild here. Brings up Staley with first and second. And 1 out. Can they get the ground ball double play? Can't afford to give up any more runs, down 4-0. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. That ball's hit down to Garcia, over to Staley, over to Chambliss. 4-6-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Yankees are running out of outs, down by 4. Staley, Rivers, and Johnstone due up. Fred is 0 for 2 today. Excuse me, and that's going to be 0 for 3. A grounder down the third. We're back to the top of the order now. Mickey Rivers is up. Rivers is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And now there's 2 down. To Jay to get something started here. Jay is 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be, so that is 6th and 7th. That's 10, 12. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Walkenfuss takes a base hit away from Jay, and the Yankees go down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the ninth. Still a 4-0 Tigers lead here. John is 2 for 2. He is Walkenfuss, May, and Dillard. Bottom third due up. He's singled twice and walked. And that'll be a ground ball the first time they get him out. Fred throws over to Chambliss. There's one down. Milt May comes up now. And May is 1 for 3. Singled and grounded out twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rivers. There's 2 down here in the ninth. And Dillard comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI double in this game. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 14 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit for Dillard. He keeps the inning alive here. We're back to the top of the order in LaFleur. And LaFleur is 0 for 4. He has struck out 3 times. He's glad to see Dave leave, but it don't matter who's on the mound because that's a golden sombrero. LaFleur strikes out for the 4th time. We get to the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees got some work to do. They are down 4-0. Jim's trying for the complete game shutout. A 4-hitter so far. You got the big boys, the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start this inning off. Nettles is 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. That's going to be a ground ball down to Wagner. He fires over to first. There's one down. Here comes Reggie. Reggie is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and struck out his last time. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jason. The Yankees are down to their last out. It's up to Chris Chambliss to get something going here in the ninth. Chris is 0 for 3. He is grounded out 3 times. And that is going to do it. Another ground ball down the first to his opposite number. And the Yankees lose this game 4-0. Nice job by the Yankees split the doubleheader. And that'll probably be the shutout. Throws a complete game shutout. That's his 2nd shutout of the year. Give him credit. So the Tigers, 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Yankees, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Rusty Staub with the big 2-run homer. The Tigers are only 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They left 6 men on base. Gary Thompson, only Yankee with 2 hits. Yankees 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Left 5 men on base. Jim goes the distance, picks up his 8th win. He's 8-7. 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 2. And Dave, he did a good job. He drops to 0-1, 7 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 7, gave up the homer. All that came early. Bob comes in, 2 innings, 1 hit, struck out 1. And let's finish up the American League games here on July 2nd. Got the Rangers taking on the Angels. And the Angels win 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Rangers 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And you got a double hitter here between the White Sox and Twins. See what happens here in game number 1 in Minnesota. And the Twins win the first game, 4 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. The White Sox 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. And will the Twins sweep the doubleheader here? No, the White Sox win a close one. And they split the doubleheader. The White Sox 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Twins 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Now Kansas City's got a doubleheader against the A's. If they win the doubleheader, they'll be tied for first. Let's see what happens here in game number 1 against the Oakland A's. And the A's win 7 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. The Kansas City Royals 2 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Kansas City needs to win this game to stay a half a game back. And the A's sweep them. A's 9 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. The Kansas City Royals 7 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. Then you got the Milwaukee Brewers taking on Seattle up in Washington. And the Mariners win 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. The Brewers 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. And then you got a doubleheader in Toronto. Indians taking on the Blue Jays. And the Indians win the first game. And Mr. Bell, Buddy Bell hit a grand slam for the Indians. 12 runs, 19 hits, and no errors. The Blue Jays 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Will the Tribe sweep these Blue Jays here? Game number 2. And Ken Castro joins us here. And the Blue Jays come back and split the doubleheader. Complete game, and the Blue Jays turned 4 double plays. The Blue Jays 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Indians 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. Now let's take a look here at the leaderboard and standings here in the American League after July 2nd. The Yankees are 8 games up on Boston. And Tigers, with that win in the second game, remain at 10.5 games back. The Brewers 12.5 games back. The Jays are now 16.5 games back. The Orioles 17.5 games back. And the Indians 22.5 games back. And in the West, the Twins are still a half game up on Kansas City. The Rangers are now a half game up on the White Sox. The Rangers are a game back, and Kansas City falls to a game and a half back after being swept. Angels are 6 games back. A's are 6.5, and the Mariners 16 games back. Jim Rice is leading the American League with a .362 average and 27 homers and 82 RBIs, trying to get that triple crown. And the Gators leading the American League now with a 1.71 ERA. And the Gators got 12 wins along with Ed Figueroa to lead the American League. And the Goose has got 21 saves. And Jim Rice is leading in the MVP voting. And Ag Figueroa's got the lead in the Cy Young right now. I'm surprised. Gator leading with victories and ERA. Surprised Gator hasn't taken over the Cy Young. And let's see, the next game on the channel is going to be the Giants and the Braves. See what the pitching matchup is going to look like in game number 1. I think it's a doubleheader. think it's a 4-game series. Starts off with a doubleheader. See here, back on the 30th. Yeah, it's a doubleheader. You got the Count, Montefusco, going up against Easterly in game number 1. Like I say, it's a doubleheader. And like I say, I think there's 2 more games after that. A game on the 1st and a game on the 2nd. Yep, 4-game series between the Braves and Giants. So the Count against Easterly. Ought to be an interesting matchup. I want to thank Ken Castro and Philip Reynolds for joining us here. If you're new and you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and hit that like button. Until next time, you all have a great day and take